Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is officially Monday, which means story time. If you guys are new here, I want you guys to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on those notification bells to get the latest updates of my story times. Today's story time is about a time where I just had to fight my friend. Like, it just had to go down. This story took place a few years ago. I ain't gonna say when. And I thought was a very close friend, like almost like a best friend, because I really didn't mess with a lot of people at school on a personal level. Like, she used to come to my house. She knew my mom's, I knew hers. Like, it was cool. So our people that we were dating at the time were friends, and I'm gonna give everybody a name. And my boyfriend at the time, his name, I'm gonna call his ass Dino. And he gonna come up in a lot of story time, so keep his ass in mind, you guys. Dino. Alright, so, and we gonna call baby girl Cleo. So Cleo and my boyfriend Dino were friends through her boyfriend Angel. So Angel and Cleo are in a relationship, and me and Dino are in a relationship. And Dino and Angel were friends, which made me and his girlfriend Cleo become friends once, you feel me, once they started dating and all of us began hanging out, because normally it would just be me, Angel, and Dino. So we would chill all the time after school at anybody's house, for real, because we all lived within walking distance of each other in this little town that we had grew up in. Well, where I went to high school, because I ain't grew up there. But in this little town that I went to high school in or whatever, we would all chill together. We would all kick it, go to parties together. We would smoke together. We would go to school together, walk the hallways together, like, it was us. We was whatever. We was the little posse crew, whatever. So after that first year of Angel and Cleo dating, we had all, kind of grown fond of each other. And at this time, I still had my little cards or whatever. So I wasn't doing anything, like sexually active or nothing like that. I was just, chilling with my boyfriend. They was just, doing whatever they would do. But Cleo, talking through school and becoming, kind of a little bond or whatever, she had, already informed me that she was sexually active or whatever. So, I was like, oh, okay, never really put too much into it. So, I became quite fond of her. I would tell her things, and she would tell me things, or, her and Angel would get into it, and, me and Dino would try to talk them out of it, trying to calm them down and shit, calm the situation down. Or me and Dino would get into it, and her and Angel would try to, de-escalate the situation, because we was all just young and trying to find love or whatever. So, we had end up going, we would always go, like, out to eat, like at Taco Bell, or we would just go to the park to play basketball with them or whatever, just to kind of chill, try to get away from the parents, just try to step out on our own with our little boyfriends and try to really, get to know them for real. But at the same time, like, we always would have each other back. It would be times where me and Cleo would just chill by ourselves, and Dino and Angel would just go off by themselves. They do their own thing. Because, like I said, it was years now. Now it's the third year of our relationship, the first year of their relationship. So it was kind of like, dang, okay, she cool as hell. Like, we could really mess with her or whatever. So I had ended up losing my V's to Dino or whatever. And me and Cleo, we had talked about it, and she helped me through the situation, blah blah blah. And I really appreciated that for her, because she was older, and she was a little more mature than I was in that area. And it was like, okay, cool, I kind of got like a big sis. I fuck with you, you feel me? So I was like, okay, she cool. And by this time, like I said, she was a grade older than me, so I was a junior at this time, and she was a senior, so she had just got a car. So we like clutch this bit, like this is cool. We would always, she would always pick me up, and I would always go out with her and Angel and Dino, and we would just, I don't even know, do whatever. But 90% of the time we were at freaking Taco Bell, and because it was like right there, like that's all I could really remember from our friendship. We was at Taco Bell, like sitting in the parking lot, eating, talking, smoking, just being freaking kids, having fun or whatever. And, I would always have to be home earlier than them because, like I said, my mom was kind of strict. So I had to be home at 11. It's a school night. Like, you feel me? But their parents really didn't care what time they had to be home. But I believe Angel's people said that he had to be home, like, by 12 or 1 or something like that. I know he had to be home, like, a little bit after me, but he still had a curfew, too. Now, when it came to Cleo and Dino, they really didn't have curfews because Cleo was 18 and she was a senior and she had her own car. So I believe as long as she was like home before 2, she was good. And Dino was just in the streets. It just didn't matter. So I hate to say it like that, but that was the facts. So, you feel me? So they would chill a lot and they would talk about a lot of stuff because I don't know, I guess Cleo would feel more comfortable with Dino because Dino was like the brother type. Like, he would give good advice, but when it came to his own relationship, that boy was like, why you getting advice from him? Like, this is the person that you want to represent your relationship. Like, this is where you want to get, help for your relationship from. So, I really just wasn't feeling it or whatever. So, but I would ignore it because, like I said, he would give good advice. He was a cool person. He just wasn't the best person for relationship advice, for real, for real. So, like I said, I guess over time they have formed their own little bond. And like I said, me and Angel, we would do our own thing as well, but never really alone. Like, the only time we would be alone is if we had a class together. It's not like, oh, I'm at Angel House, and you feel me? That's just it. Like, we didn't have cars. We were still in 11th grade. So, at this time, I was looking for a different job from 9th grade to 11th grade. I worked at Bob Evans, and those Bob Evans days was good. I'm gonna have I could have a whole trilogy about the Bob Evans days, but we gonna get to that. Yeah, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. I'm looking for another job. I'm looking for another job because I like the money. I used to love getting money. I still love getting money. Fuck, I mean, used to. So, you feel me? I love getting money. So, I'm looking for my next job or whatever. And Angel and Cleo are, kind of bickering at each other because, like I said, Angel was a grade above me with Cleo, which made them seniors, but his credits wasn't senior ready, so he was really in my grade or whatever, so they started really getting into it a little bit about prom and, senior stuff that he couldn't attend, like the senior breakfast and the walk and all these things that he couldn't attend because he didn't have appropriate credits to graduate. So, it kind of was like putting turmoil in their relationship, and I was already getting into it with Dino because, you feel me, Dino didn't have a job, and this was my second job, and I felt like I was just providing for everything, and we would always, get into it about little stuff all the freaking time. So I was like, okay, you feel me, like, I'm gonna just back up off of Dino or whatever, and I'm gonna just proceed to, go get my money, and I'm gonna let them do whatever they do, you feel me? And so, like I said, by me going to, I guess, pursue to go get another job, I guess that really, like, kept my focus off of what she had to talk about, so she didn't feel like comfortable talking to me, a girly girl. Or maybe it was even to the principal that maybe she was going to him because, like I said, Dino and Angel were friends prior to me and Angel or me and Dino, you feel me? So maybe she was going like, okay, this is the person who knows him the best. This is like, you feel me, he would really know if he down with me, or I don't really know what the hell the case was, but whatever she conjured up in her brain, she felt like it was okay, you feel me, to confide in my man. So I would come to Dino and I would kind of, voice it a little bit, but not too much, like just a little bit, like, you don't think that's weird, like that y'all, chill after you drop me off, or I don't think that's weird that y'all be in the car together outside your mama house, like, you don't think that's just weird? And he'd be like, no, like, she talking to me about my bro, like, what's going, like, why you feel that's weird? And I would just kind of shrug it off, like, okay, you're right, maybe I'm thinking too much. So I was like, okay, whatever. I end up getting a job, and I believe I had started like that next week or whatever. So say I had got the call on like a Tuesday, and I start next week Monday. Okay. So on Tuesday, I had got the call that I had got the job, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm calling my boyfriend. I'm blowing him up. And he texts me like, I'm on the phone. Hold on. And then I'm like, dang, babe, why you can't answer my call? Like, I'm trying to, tell you some good news. Just call whoever you're on the phone with, call him right back. And I'm like, okay? And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm just talking to Cleo. Her and Angel arguing again, and she just really needed somebody to talk to. But I need somebody to talk to right now. And you're my man, but you're confiding in her about her man. Okay. So I hang up on, I'm like, stop calling him, and I end up calling her, like, bloop, 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 nothing, she can't answer either, so I'm like, pretty much, bitch, get off the phone, my nigga, like, what the fuck is so serious, like, so it would really get to under my skin, like, the fact that they would chill all the time, like, it would really get under my skin a lot, so I was like, I would tell him, like, dude, you really need to, like, stop comforting and stop confiding in her so much. Like, I really don't think that's your place. Like, if she got boyfriend problems, she needs to be going to her dude to talk to about her problems. Like, there's nothing you can genuinely fix in somebody else's relationship that you're not in, nigga. Like, how you gonna be the motherfucking solution and you're not even part of the equation? So it was giving me Delulu. Like, it wasn't working for me. So I'm like... dog, that shit gotta cut out. Like, you feel me? Y'all don't need to be chilling like that. Yeah, she don't need to be calling you. Like, she need to be talking to her own man. I'm like, and how would you feel if I was just chilling with Angel on some private time, trying to talk to him about you, trying to confide in him about you to fix a problem that me and you are going through? And he, he would just like, oh, no, it's just different. Like, I just know him. I know him on a different level, and I just be trying to support her, and da-da-da. She good for him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, is she good for him or is she good for you? Because if I'm trying to talk to you as your woman about some stuff that I'm going through, and you telling me that, oh, I can't comfort you right now, babe, I gotta comfort her, she's my friend, that's giving me some type of, you feel me, some type of feeling that I don't even need to feel if it's not even on that type of time. So I'm like, okay, so y'all must be doing something then. Because at this point, I'm on tip. Because now I just lost my V's to you. And you telling me that you got to come for her so you can't answer. Whole time we're texting. Whole time he still ain't off the phone with her, though. That's the ignorant part. Okay? Let's not mind. Don't forget that. He's texting me this. He can't answer my call because he's comforting Cleo. Okay? So I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm just, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. It's whatever. You feel me? You could comfort her. Like, don't even call me back or whatever. So I stopped texting him, and I end up pondering because it's really like, okay, are they playing with me? Or you feel me? Is it genuine? Like, do she genuinely, you feel me? Like, trying to talk to him on some brother-sister type shit. You feel me? Because everybody needs somebody to talk to. You feel me? And like I said, she has been there for me plenty of times. So I was really battling my mind because I'm like, okay, she could be a good friend, but at the same time, she could be a fake. Like, she could be a weirdo. We don't really know her. She was new to the school or whatever, and she new to our group. So as a female and as somebody who knew is sexually active, you feel me, I just automatically had my guards up because it's like, you're not about to play in my face if that's what you think you're doing. So... after a few days of me giving him some air or whatever, we had end up talking again, of course, because that's my boyfriend. So we had end up talking again, and I was like, babe, I really don't, like, feel comfortable with y'all chilling together. I would just really appreciate it if y'all, kind of kept it to, like, 10 o'clock at night, you feel me? or at least 11, like not after 12 o'clock. I really feel like that's very disrespectful. And you feel me, said that he understand and that he apologized for making me feel uncomfortable. And we had ended up talking to her again at school, and she was like, oh well, I didn't mean it no uncomfortable way. Like, she really didn't mean shit by it or whatever. And we kind of talked about it, and I kind of put it to the side, but I never dropped the issue. So a few days went by, whatever, and now I'm getting ready to start my job. So, I'm going to work. I had to go home straight after school because I had to go to work or whatever. And time she getting ready to graduate or whatever. And like I said, her and Angel were kind of on sketchy terms back then. So by the time she getting ready to graduate, I don't even really remember if they were together or not, or like if they were just rocky. I'm not really sure. I really don't remember too much, but because I was in my own little world at this time. Like I said, I had fell off from the little foursome because a lot of shit had went on in our friendship, and I probably touch on it, but I really don't know because I never spoke about it. So I shall see. But yeah, I had pushed off, and I just kind of let them do their own thing with my boyfriend, Dino. I was like, I really don't want to chill with them no more. I don't want to really be their friends. And me and Angel kind of had our own little friendship or whatever because we hung out with another friend group of mutual friends, So we all kind of just did our own thing. And like I said, I would speak to Cleo here and there because she wasn't even in my grade. So it just was what it was. But we were still cool. We talked, we scotched everything. And it was what it was. Or to my understanding, that's what I thought. So, like I said, by this time, it's like a week later and I'm starting my job. I got to go straight home. I got to go get my money. I got to go to work. So, I get home and I'm getting dressed or whatever, and I'm excited about my first day at work. I never worked a fast food job or whatever, and I was like, okay, cool, this about to go down. So you feel me? It's different. I only done restaurants. Like, I'm about to do fast food. I'm excited or whatever, and and I'm getting dressed for my job, and I get a text message. So I checked my phone and it was her. And she like, why are you talking to Dino about us chilling? If you had an issue about it, you should have, let me know that it was an issue prior to you saying that you just didn't trust me and things like this. You felt that the friendship was sketchy. And I'm like, ain't that really pretty much the same thing? Like, if I don't trust you, that I don't trust you. Like, I don't want you around my boyfriend. I think you might do something. Like, that's the whole thing of saying that I don't want y'all being together after 10 o'clock, after 11 o'clock. What do you mean? So you feel me? She was like, no, you're really being disrespectful by trying to say that I'm trying to do something with your boyfriend when you already know I'm with Angel, and why would I do that to Angel knowing that Angel and Dino are friends and da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, but is a difference. How would you feel if I was chilling with Angel in the middle of the night, like talking about me and Dino? Like, you wouldn't see that as weird? And she was like, no, if you had something to go through, then da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, well, I see that as weird. Like, I really just don't feel comfortable with you talking to my man. Like I stated before, mind you, I am walking to work, walking to my new job, arguing, texting this bimbo. Okay, texting her. So, I'm, Twitter fingers going dumb, like, because back then I had a drill on these fingers. I will snap on you. Like, I don't care. It was no block. Now I will block you. Like, now I'm too grown to argue. But, you feel me? Before, I would argue. Like, I would argue. The fuck? All the buttons. Every button. But anyway, so you feel me? She was trying to chop up on me, trying to cut up on me, talking about if I wanted to do something with him, it would have been already done and da da da. We don't even look at each other in that way. And I'm like, okay, so why are you pressed about me asking my boyfriend to not chill with you? Like, I don't need to bring anything to your attention. I'm talking to my man about how I feel about something that he needs to correct. That's what you need to learn how to do with you and your man. That's why we even in this situation right now. And then she was like, oh no, if I wanted to talk to my boyfriend about it. He just doesn't understand. That way that's why I'm trying to get it from another male's perspective. That's why the only reason I was talking to Dino. And I'm like, okay, there's so many hours in a day you got to talk to Dino at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because it would be times where they would be chilling at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, it ain't that much talking in the world. Like, I don't care. People don't even talk to their siblings, their mama. They don't even talk to God that much. You got me bent. You think you about to go to school with this man, chill with this man, and into the wee hours of the night, and when we went with the sun up, and then you gotta go school him the next day. So no, y'all only separate to wash y'all asses? No. Like, no. Not with mine. So you feel me? I get to work or whatever. And I was like, girl, stop texting me. Like, if you're not trying to pull up and scrap about it, then I'll just ask you to respectfully stop chilling with my boyfriend. Like, then this girl she's really started getting about it. She was like, oh, it's nothing to fight. If you want to scrap, we can scrap, it's whatever. And I'm like, okay, then let's fight. Like, you could pull up to she was like, you could pull up to my house. I'm like, I'm on feet. I'm not coming to you. Like, I don't even need to come to your house. Like, you have a whole car. Why would I pull up on your fight? Why would I pull up to you if I'm asking you if you want to fight? You gonna pull up to me. So she was like, oh, I'm not about to pull up at your house so you can give me jump. I'm like, girl, you know I stay by myself. I'm not pulling up at your house because I don't even have a car. You're mobile. Like, if you want to scrap over my boyfriend over a conversation, if that's what y'all keep saying that y'all just talking, then pull up to my house. So I get to work and I'm like, I stop texting or whatever. And I'm walking around, my manager trying to show it, but I don't think she even peeped, like, because I put on that character, like, I put on my get money outfit, like, so, I'm like, oh no. So we walking around the restaurant and they're showing me this and they showing me that and they showing me the protocols and where the gloves go and the proper way to wash my hands and things like that. And we get to the table and begin to, make a few of the items that they serve or whatever. And I think I made like 2 of the items, and she was like, okay, well, if you need anything, it's a little slow right now, so, kind of just walk around and just ask me if you need something. So I'm like, okay, cool. She kind of left me alone for a minute. And there's other employees in there, of course, but, she stopped with the tour. It was over. So I go back to, step off to the side and I check my phone. And I got like 25 missed calls. I got like 17 text messages. Oh, I'm pulling up. Oh, where you at? What's up? Da-da-da. So I'm livid. Like, okay, I know she not about to pull up to my crib because it's no way in fudging hell. Like, you gonna fight me because I don't want my boyfriend to talk to you about your boyfriend in the middle of the night. Like, girl, you sound fucking delusional. Like, okay, I will really beat you up now because, like, now you pressing my buttons. Now I feel like y'all really did do something. She's saying she felt disrespected because I felt like y'all would do something. No, sis. Why would you try to fight somebody who's asking their boyfriend to stop chilling? That was his fault for even bringing it up to you because I didn't feel like I had an issue with you. I had an issue with him. If you want to talk to him as a brother, that was cool. It was overstepping when my boyfriend is chilling with another female until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and anytime after you drop me off. That's just how I felt. I'm not chilling with your man. It's respect. It's the respect thing, okay? So we had end up, so I'm like I said, she ended up texting me like, oh, I'm about to pull up. And I'm like, she texted me like, I'm about to pull up. And I'm like, okay, I'm livid. Like, okay, I told my manager, like, oh, I have a family emergency. I'm so sorry. I can return tomorrow, but I really just have to go home right now. She was like, oh, it's okay, honey. Go ahead. I hope everything is okay. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And I showed her, like, all the text. I'm like, I ain't show her, but, I just skimmed through, like, it's there. I got to go. She don't know. All she see was 25 missed calls and 17 messages. So she was like, okay, go. I grabbed my shit. And I'm like, as soon as I get off the parking lot of my job, I'm calling my sis. Like, I call my sister. Like, sis, I know this bitch got me fucked up. Like, this bitch, pull up. You feel me? Filled her in real quick, told her to pull up. Because it's time. My sis couldn't bend that corner no quicker. Like, sis had them clothes on and got to business. So, you feel me? We in the car where she like, no, now seriously, break it down. What the hell happened? why are you about to fight your friend Cleo? I thought y'all was friends. And I'm like, no, I really thought we was friends too. And I kept asking Dino to stop chilling with her at night. And I'm guessing Dino told her that I have a problem with them chilling after they dropped me off. And my sister's like, why did he go and say something to her? And I'm like, girl, that's what I'm thinking about today. But my whole thing is, why is she mad that I asked? Like, you feel me? I wasn't even thinking about him being so fucking messy and going back and even telling her that a conversation. That's why I said, like, it had to be a little more something to. And to this day, I genuinely don't know, and I still think they cracked because. So we end up sitting in front of the house or whatever, and I'm telling my sister, like, you know, I'm sitting in front of the house and I'm telling my sister everything like going on or whatever, and she like, oh yeah, it really do seem like it's some underlining to her attitude or whatever. And I'm like, right, because if she really do pull up, then I mean it must be more to the story or whatever. Girl, tell me why like not even 5 minutes go by and I see a black truck, and I know this black truck. I'm like, I know this B did not just pull up. I know she did not pull up. I know she did not. And I'm kicking the door, everything. And I'm like, bro, I'm about to beat this B.A. Like, I'm about to beat her up. Like, you feel me? I'm about to beat her up. Like, that shit, I know this bitch did not just pull up to my house. So my sister's like, calm down, calm down. So I'm like, no, because she about to get it. Like, she about to get it, bro. That shit dead. I already done left my job. I already done, do you feel me? Got you over here, and I'm back at home. So what's up? Like, what's up? So the truck ended up looping around and parking on the other side of the opposite side of the street. So now her car is facing this way and ours is facing that way. And my sister hop out the car, her mama hop out the car, her brother hop out the car, her sister hop out the car, and she hop out the car. It's just me and my sister. But I was supposed to pull up at your house? Okay. So I'm like, nah, but I'm like, so what's up, what you talk about, you know. My sister was like, alright, well, y'all can go ahead and scrap. Cleo's sister was like, no, what are y'all trying to fight for? If y'all want to talk, then talk it out. And I'm like, I ain't trying to talk it out. And Cleo was like, I'm not trying to talk it out either. So I'm like, it's whatever. So we end up fighting or whatever. So at the time where they was trying to get us to explain some shit, I'm leaning on the car or whatever like this, with my arm on the car and my arm, like my head like this, just resting up against the trunk or whatever. And they talking in the middle of the street at each other car doors, the sisters. Cleo is in the front of her car, in front of her sister car and crap or whatever, standing there, like, you feel me, basically getting amped up, ready to scrap. As I'm standing there watching or whatever, my sister and her sister is, you know, bickering or whatever, and I end up walking over to me and kind of throwing the first punch. So I had kind of ducked out the way, and we end up scrapping or whatever. I had clocked her too, and we end up scrapping and falling on the ground. So then we had everybody over us, and I was on top of Cleo for a little minute, beating her up, and then she had got on top of me or whatever, and my sister was like, you know, get her, beat her up, and I had end up kicking, grabbing her hair or whatever, and kicking her in her face, because I'm like, oh, she about to get it, you feel me, because she on top. So I'm like, had her hand, and I was kicking her in her face while I'm down on the ground. But meanwhile, I could see my mom running out the door. So I'm like, oh, you know, sissy, get my mom back, like, put her back in the house, you know, get her back. So my sister's like, So that this time, then her mama hopped in like, oh, ain't nobody about to jump on my baby, My mama like, no, what is going on? Break this up. And, you know, everybody just screaming, and Cleo's still on the floor fighting or whatever. And we had I end up getting back on top of her or whatever, and we was fighting for a little bit more. Then my sister had broke it up, and then somehow she had got back around to me, and we end up scrapping again. And she was a little bigger than me, so we kept falling on the ground, but I was still holding my own or whatever. And so she had to go like flip back over for like her to get on top of me. In the midst of us switching, her mom had kicked my face and into the ground or whatever, and my sister had ran over there and broke us up. Like, she had ended up walking away from my mom and broke us up. So when I had got up off the ground, I guess my face was leaking, but I was still ready to fight because I didn't even see it. I ain't feeling, I ain't nothing. And my mom was like, look at your face, and I'm like, you feel me, what you talking about, what happened? And she's like, look at your face. And I end up going to the car and looking in the window, and I seen that my face was like impaled, and it was leaking blood. And all I can remember just getting more mad. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to beat this bitch ass. Like, I'm about to beat her ass. And my mom was like holding my belt loop, like, no, don't do it. It's like holding my pants. And I'm like, dang, I just like could not get away. Like, for nothing. That belt loop was like holding on for dear life. It would not let me get loose. So they end up getting all in the car, whatever, and Cleo was like, no, let's just go. And I was like, yeah, B, you better run, like, you better leave, because I'll fucking kill your ass, I'll kill you, la da da. So they end up getting in the car and skirting off, and I end up going upstairs and putting some ice on my head or whatever. And my sister was like, oh, we about to go beat them up. You know where she stay? And I'm like, yeah, I know where she stay. We could go over there right now, whatever. But I really don't even feel like it, because at the same time, I need to calm down. Like, I don't want to black out or nothing. So she like, all right, let's go to my house. Let's smoke, and let's wait till her girlfriend get off or whatever. And we're going to talk about her girlfriend, too. Just name her Medusa. So I was like, all right, she gonna just wait till Medusa get home. And I'm like, all right. So we end up going back to her house or whatever, and we smoking a blunt. I still got my cold vegetables on my head or whatever, and we all rowdy. We talking about everything that just happened. Like, she's like, sis, I can't believe that this bitch really just showed up. And I'm like, I can't believe she showed up for real either. I can't believe we just scrapped. Like, I can't believe I just fought this bitch and I thought she was genuinely my friend. Like, oh, that shit just made me so heated or whatever. So then Medusa had ended up getting home or whatever, coming home from work. And we like, oh, she telling her like, oh, Lingo just got in a fight and da-da-da. Medusa like, what y'all just sitting here for so calm? Why ain't nobody tell me? We like, bro, because we already knew you was about to get off of work. I already left work. My sister's already off of work, whatever. So we like, shit, ain't no reason for nobody else to lose no money. We were just going to wait for you to get here or whatever. And then we trying to roll to her house. So she like, she had got dressed and everything and was like, all right, bet, let's go. So we ended up going past her house or whatever, and she had ended up grabbing Blick, because we didn't know, like, how it was laying, because, like I said, they already rolled 4 deep when they came to our house. So, like, after us actually fighting, I didn't know if they had got more people involved or not, but we ain't end up seeing nothing or nothing like that, and we ain't even see nobody. But moral of the story is, never really trust people, because if she genuinely didn't have no ulterior motive behind chilling with my man, why are you trying to fight me? Like, why did we even fight? If I felt disrespected about that and you felt disrespected about my comment of, oh, well, if they chilling together, they must be doing something, you felt disrespected as a woman, then why you didn't just easily eliminate the issue and stop chilling with him after hours? Like, why couldn't y'all friendship, stay in respectful hours? That's really just what it was. My fight was because you actually showed up to my house and you felt like you was entitled to fight me over chilling with my man. Like, you're fucking delusional. Delulu, as they say. But anyway, totally glad I had to mop her ass up out of here, because that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And that's just all I got to say. Don't trust all these females, because some people got ulterior motives. Don't trust these dudes either, because some of them could be sneaky. Because Dino actually did end up messing with a chick that was in my face. So, yep. But come back if you guys enjoy my story time. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so y'all can get my latest content as I upload it. And thank y'all for tuning in with me. Catch you guys next week. Bye.